You keep singing. I will start studying at 5. It's 5:07. You're on YouTube. Watching this. Genius. Maybe today, finally, you'll stop acting like a human mashed potato. Because apparently, your study plan is procrastinate until panic hits. Then cry while highlighting random words. Let's fix that before your GPA goes down. Here are 8 science backed ways to study fast, even when you feel like a useless coach potato. Tip 8. Stop playing school, play the game. This is the brutal truth. Your teacher doesn't care about your beautiful notes. They only care if you can use them on your test. Here's what you should do. Focus on the 20% of the most important content that gives you 80% of results. How do you find that? Dude, think about it. You are living in the future with a tool called ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT something like, can you give me 20% of the most important content of the blank subject that will give me 80% of the result? Science said students focusing on high value content scored 20% higher on tests. Once you know what matters, let's find shortcuts. 7. Cheat the system legally. Look, your school isn't as original as it thinks. Teachers act like every test is handcrafted by ancient monks. But 50% of new materials is just their old stuff wearing a fake mustache. So read about all exam practice quizzes, class slides from 2020 from some kids' Google Drive, gold, and use them. Now, don't just collect the info. You're here to predict patterns. Does your teacher now true and false questions? Do they always put the hardest question first? Do they secretly reuse the same essay structure with different verbs? Find the patterns, dodge the traps, win the game. And yes, use shared Quizlet, Discord, Bluecate, or Kahoot like a completely normal students. And it is normal. Even college board data backs it up. Students who reviewed previous FRQs scored consistently higher. Because guess what? Practicing the test format is literally part of studying. Promise me one thing. Don't just look at the answer like, yeah, I got it. You don't get it. Learn it efficiently or don't waste your time. Tip 6. Study less, learn more. If your current strategy is rereading your notes until your vision blurs and you start questioning realities, congratulations, you're not studying, you're photocopying. Your brain isn't a storage unit, it's chaotic but powerful machine. And science agrees. The brain learns by pulling information out, not stuffing more in. So stop bathing in your notes like a sad academic soup. Instead, quiz yourself, summarize all out, teach your dog, auto mini brain bottles. Active record isn't just better, it's the cheat code. It beats rereading, highlighting, beautiful notes, your entire stationery collections, everything. And speaking of teaching, tip 5, borrow other people's brain. Why reinvent the table if table already exists for a quite long time? Overachievers already made flashcards. Use them on Quizlet, Bluecate, or Kahoot. Efficiency is bigger than ego. You're not cheating. You're outsourcing your suffering. Now that you've got materials, let's check if you are actually focused. Tip 4. Track your time. You studied all day? Sure, but your brain's output was like goldfish. Track real focus minutes. Most students study 2 hours and get 12 minutes of work done. Painful? Yes, true. But once you find out your real focus time, don't just ignore it. Set a timer based on your real focus time, no matter how little it might seem. 5 minutes of real focus time is way better than 1 hour of looking at your notes and doing basically nothing. Tip 3: Hack motivation with dopamine. Start with a tiny task. Your brain loves low effort wins. Open your notes, read one paragraph, solve one problem. Instant micro rewards is equal to dopamine bump. Your brain goes, okay, not that bad. Step 2: That dopamine creates momentum. Once your brain gets the first win, it's way easier to keep going. It switches from avoid mode to engage mode. This is called behavioral activations. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. Step 3: Build the success loop. Small wins equals dopamine, equals to keep going, equals to more win. You see now? Even if your brain thinks it's winning, what if you still fail? Tip 2: Feel like a scientist. You bombed a test? Good. Welcome to the club of every scientist who ever discovered anything important. Mistakes isn't a funeral, it's data. Real scientists don't cry over mistakes. They poke them with a stick and go, huh, interesting. Let's try that again, but that's terrible. So you do the same. Analyze what went wrong, adjust the method, retest until the pattern breaks. And science backs this up. Students who actually reveal their mistakes improve 30 to 50% faster. It's literally a free performance boost. So stop crying into your notebook. Start studying like a smarter, angrier, but unstoppable scientist. Tip 1: Build a bubble of delusional focus. Motivation doesn't appear like magic. You have to create it. Clean your messy desk. Use binaural music instead of your pop music. Block distractions. Turn off notification and no multitasking. Your environment is programming. Treat it like code. Debug your life. That's it for the potato to pro transformation. Stop whining. Stop pretending you don't have time. You are not lazy. You are just running outdated software. Update it. Be strategic. Be ruthless. And go dominant school. Now, close this tab and pick up a book. Yes, seriously.